Hey guys, so it rained this morning and now it's overcast. So I figured I'd come out and give you a tour. I'm going to give you a tour of just the jungle bed right now. And we'll do the other beds in a couple days because it's a lot of plants. This tour I'm just going to go through and just name all the plants. And in videos coming up, I'll make sure I go through and tell you all the specifications of each plant. But right now I'm just going to name them all just so you can see what is in my shade garden for this area. So first we have a banana tree. And I used to know the name of this one and now I don't. I need to think of it. So it is in a pot actually. I'm trying it out and I might plant it in the ground and see if it makes it. I like to trial other plants in different zones just to see what will stick. So this is a California elephant ear. This is an alocasia. In case you don't know, alocasias are a little different than colocasias. Both of them are elephant ears. Alocasias usually point upwards and colocasias usually point downwards. So that's just one difference. So this one is not, this one is something else. But these are the California alocasias. This one right here, it's kind of dry. It was supposed to be able to be in the sun, but it's not doing so well. This gets a little bit more sun than other places, so probably gonna have to move it. But this is a Cleopatra's Kiss elephant ear. It turns really pink. You might can see it there. It turns pink in the center. And it's got the dark stems. It's very pretty when it's not dried out. And then these are my normal elephant ears. These have been here about 20 years. They made it through the snow. And I was going to show you, I have a variegation on one of them that came out. It's really cool. So I'm hoping it'll have more variegations that come out with it. This one over here is from the same stem as that one, and it looks like it has a little bit of variegation in it too. I'm not sure, it might be chlorotic, but I'm thinking since it's from the same stem as this one, then I'm thinking that maybe it's variegated. So these are the elephant ears. I'll back up. And you can see all the ones we have below too coming up. Last year we had about 20 that came up underneath them, and I moved them to a bunch of different spots in the garden, and then we had the snow and they were babies and barely planted, and so most of them didn't make it. A couple of them did, but tons of babies under here. So I usually either plant them somewhere else or just give them away. And then here we have a Waikiki elephant ear that's just a baby. I usually keep it covered with these. If y'all don't know about those, if you go buy a cloche, it's like $30 sometimes. But these are from Dollar Tree and they're $1.25. So that's what I use to cover my baby plants. This is a mojito elephant ear. It's still teeny tiny little, but it's making it. And then we have, these are coffee cups elephant ears, and they're really cool. I posted a short of it on my channel, but they'll get water in them during the rain, and then they'll go and dump them out and then stick right back up, and they'll fill up again, and then they'll dump them out and come back up. There's a short on my channel if you want to see it in action. And then here we have, this is a Hilo Beauty. They call it a Hilo Beauty elephant ear. It's actually a caladium, but when you see it in stores, they will call it a Hilo Beauty elephant ear. He's new, he's a baby. And this is, Indian, oh man. I should have looked at all of them. I get mad when people do this on their videos, and here I am doing it. an Indian fern. It's a fern of some sort, and I forgot. I'll have to look it up. And impatience, there's an aloe I just stuck in the ground. Let's see what it does. Impatient. The impatiens are kind of bloomed out. It's too much heat. There is a summer crush hibiscus. I mean, not hibiscus, I'm sorry, hydrangea. Caladiums. And then another hydrangea that we got from Sam's Club that was just you know, one of the Mother's Day ones. So it might bloom, it might not. We just got it there to see what it'll do. The Summer Crush one it did have a bloom on it earlier this season. Okay, this is a hosta. I'm gonna try to remember my hostas, but most of the time I don't, because some of them I got just bare roots, just no name hostas, and some of them are named. So if they're named, I'll know, but if they're not, then I won't know. I'm not sure what that one is. This is a Praying Hands hosta. It's very little and it'll stay little. So it's in the front of the border. I think this one, yeah, this one is the Nightmare Before Christmas hosta. It got a Persian shield. This is a muscadine vine that decided to grow. They grow all over the place around here. So there's muscadine vine. This is a drinking gourd hosta. Let me move this over so his little leaf can be all right. Drinking gourd hosta. That's another California alocasia or elephant ear. This is a Fatsia japonica, or they, I think they call it a Aurelia too, a Japanese Aurelia also. This will grow really big and it adds a lot of tropical interest. So I love these. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 normal ones and a variegated one. I'll show you the variegated one in a minute. All right, these are just some coleus that I planted from seed. And they're just hanging out here. This is a coleus I bought at the beginning of the season, and it was hot pink. Like, you can still see some of the hot pinks, but when it's been hot pink most of the season, and it was gorgeous. People love this one, but now he's turning just brown. Okay, here, this we're going to talk about in an upcoming video. This is a hosta that has a disease, and it can spread to your other hostas. Right now it's separated out from other ones. I didn't know it until I put it in the ground, and then I kept doing research on it and found out that it has a disease. So we are removing it, but I wanted to make sure I got a video on it before. This is supposed to be a sum and substance. So if you know what a sum and substance looks like, it doesn't look like this. There's another sum and substance behind it, and it's already starting to affect that one too. So they're coming out of the ground as soon as I can do a video for y'all to tell y'all about that one. All right, this one, this is my guacamole, I think. I'm pretty sure this is a guacamole. They are usually a lot yellower in the springtime, and they start to fade out and turn greener towards the summer. This is a no-name hosta, just a bare root that I had. And there's a caladium next to a hosta because I didn't remember that I planted a hosta there. Oh, there's a squirrel. Oh, we missed him. But I didn't know that I planted a hosta there, and so I planted a caladium, and then they both came up. So this is a no-name hosta. There's a pothos I have back there. I'm just planting a pothos and just seeing what it does. Another no-name hosta. This is a Nightmare Before Christmas hosta. These three right here are no-name hostas, just bare roots that I bought. I have another caladium, and that one might be a wide brim. No, I can't remember that one. Some of them I can't remember because I planted them all at the same time, so we'll call it a no-name hosta. Okay, this is an elephant ear that I got from Ace Hardware. It didn't have a name, so I'm not sure. Some Some places I've seen some that look kind of like this one, and it says it's a Regal Shield. But I've bought a Regal Shield that I'll show you in a minute, and they don't look the same. In fact, I have 3 that are supposed to be Regal Shields that none of them look the same. So I'm not sure what this is, but this is my favorite one. It is absolutely beautiful. It's got green stems. Let me see if I can get the back of one. That's the back of it. If y'all know what this is, let me know. I'd love to know. It's a thicker stem, but it's very nice. I love this one. Okay, more caladiums. This is a hosta that is no named. I bought it years and years ago from Walmart and had it at my house, and then when I moved out of my house to go to Florida, then I gave it to my brother, and then he grew it, and then when I moved back here in Alabama, he gave it back. And so it's got a lot. You'll see the flowers are spent on it. I know a lot of people don't like hosta blooms. I do. And then I'm letting them this year go to seed just because I want to see if I can get more hostas and kind of grow out this area. So back here we have a Marble Queen pothos. And we'll see if it'll climb up the fence. A no-name hosta that has a burnt mark. That looks like might be something wrong with that one. We'll look at that one. Okay, here, this is another Fatsia japonica, but this is a spider's web Fatsia japonica, so it's variegated. And they get a little bit smaller than the normal Fatsia japonica. They get probably about 3 foot tall. The normal Fatsia japonicas get about 6 foot tall. All right. If any of y'all are local and you want to know where I bought the plants from, just leave a comment and I'll comment and tell you where I got them around here. Most of them I got around here. Some of them I got in Mississippi, but it's still not that far away. It's in Moss Point. So, and I'm in Lower Alabama, close to Mobile. So most of the places I go to get plants are local around there. This is one of the elephant ears that I got that was supposed to be a Regal Shield. Again, I'm not sure because all the ones that are supposed to be Regal Shield look different. There's the back of it. And it's got maroon stems. This right here is a Wolverine hosta. And then I'm going to go over here. This is a Curly Fries hosta. And you can see I let part of the grass grow in my mulch because it gives it that woodland feel. So I pull weeds, but I don't pull some of this grass. And we had to put a little label on this one because it looks just like the grass. Once it gets bigger, it won't look so much like the grass, but we put a label to make sure nobody pulled it. All right, let me go around this way. I'll go on this side of the path and then we'll do the other side. This is a Chinese fan palm. It's a single stem. What we did is we went and bought, they had Chinese fan palms that were like $36. So we went and bought those because they had 5 plants in each container. So we bought 2 containers, 36 a piece, and then we split them into 7 plants. Some of them we split into single palms and some we split into double palms. So that's why there's 7, but we could have got, we could have got more than that. I can't remember now. 2 more no-name hostas. Another Persian shield. He's kind of washed out. He gets a little bit of sun. Here's a caladium. I love this caladium. I don't know the name of it. It didn't have a name when we bought it, but I love it. And I got another one the other day that I got to put in the ground because it's one of my favorites. And just some no-name hostas. And this is a Angiostar Phacedrae. It is a cross between a Fatsia japonica and a English ivy, but it's not invasive. It does vine. It looks like the Fatsia japonica kinda, and it looks like the English ivy, but it acts more like the Fatsia japonica, that it'll get like tall and big, but it won't. It'll climb a little bit, and if you put it on a trellis, you see I have a trellis behind it, but it's not even on the trellis right now. It can get about 5 feet tall and be on its own without trellising it. but it is beautiful. And let's see, go back over here. We have another, I think that's another drinking gourd. I'm not sure. This one is a blue angel that it actually had a lot of limbs. You know, we live under oak trees. It had limbs fall on it, and I think a grasshopper got a hold of it, but it's my worst looking one, but yet it's my favorite, one of my favorites. So blue angel. This is a no-name hosta. This is actually my favorite. This is a soft caress mahonia. It's evergreen. I'll tell you more about it in another video, but it's such a tropical looking plant. It'll get about 3 foot tall and 3 foot wide. So it just brings, it's kind of different than a fern, but it still brings that tropical feel to your garden. So I absolutely love this one. It's my favorite. I have 3 or 4 of them now. Here's a liripe. And then a no-name hosta. There's a stick back there. And back there, the little elephant ears are the California elephant ears. This is another California elephant ear. This is how it's about 4 foot tall. That's these little ones that I keep pointing out that are California elephant ears or California alocasias. They'll get this as big as this one. Okay, another no-name hosta. Some of them are just hanging on, barely hanging on. Then we have another California elephant ear. I put him here and then decided to put the path here, so he's going to have to be moved, but I'm going to wait till the fall to move him because he's in the way of the path. Got another aloe. We have a big aloe plant on the porch, and he produces babies. So every time he produces a baby, we just dig him up and bring him out here and put him out here. So you'll see aloe all out here. This is a leopard plant, or a, people call it tractor seat plant. I love this. I have 2 of these, and he's got a little burnt mark on it, it looks like, too. Ooh, okay. And then this is a polka dot plant. You'll see as we go through the garden, especially in other areas, that when I like to go to Aldi's and get their 350 house plants and throw them in the garden and see what they do. Because as y'all know, we've always been a zone 8B, and then we got moved to a 9A, and I don't believe it. I still say we're 8B. But I'm trialing out some 9 plants that are just 9 and up, that are not 8s at all, and just see how they do. And so if you stick around, we'll see how they grow and what they do, if they come back in the spring or not. So this is a polka dot plant, Hypoestus, and it's one of those that shouldn't stay here, but we'll see what it does. This is the other elephant ear that was labeled a regal shield. This one I kind of believe is a regal shield. I'm not sure. Dark stems. There's the underside of it. But this was the one I got from Walmart that said regal shield. I think this is a regal shield. The other 2, I'm not sure. Okay, here's an autumn fern. Love autumn ferns. When they, if you don't know, if you don't have one, when they first come out, when they first set their leaves, their fronds, they're like a copper color, and then they fade, they come out to be a green color, and they're beautiful. They'll get way bigger. My garden is new. Most of this I've planted this season, so that's why they're all still small. That's my big elephant ear that was here 20 years. That's one of the babies I planted right before it snowed, and it came back, but it came back late, and it's small, but it'll get bigger now. This is a chili pepper cordyline. It was in a pot. It got really heavy winds and broke apart, and so I chopped it back, and then I took the tops that I chopped and I just stuck them in the ground. And out of the 3 that I chopped, 1 made it. So you can see this one is a propagation. He made it. So, and the other 2 I just threw away. They just died out. And then I took this one out of the pot and put it back here too. Now this is not for our zone, but I'm trying it out and see what it does. And I got another Angiostar Fatcedra with a trellis behind it for when it's ready to climb. Okay, We got a Nico Blue hydrangea. He bloomed already. This is part of his stem. It's not a separate plant, it's part of his stem. He just decided to grow long ways for some reason. And then I have a coleus. I love the pink. When the spring was here and we had everything blooming and looking good, everything had a lot of splash of pink in it. All the impatiens had real pretty pink. It was beautiful. Now they've kind of all faded. Okay, this is a guacamole hosta. This is a Jack's the Giant elephant ear. It's brand new, and it's back here where we have the fence, but there's no protection there, so it gets a lot of wind and it kind of tore it apart. So it'll get stronger through the years and it'll be nice. This is a T-Rex hosta. There's my little babies. All our dogs are there. And this is a Nandina, a heavenly bamboo. It's been here for probably 20-30 years. It has not spread, but we don't love it. But it's here. We're not moving it. This is a Yucatan princess elephant ear, and I want to show you the stem on it. It's got a different stem, if you can see. It's kind of spotted. It's hard to tell on the camera. It's kind of stripy spotted. It's real pretty. Here is another Fatsia japonica. We're hoping this one grows really big and blocks out some of the power plant behind us. Got another California alocasia. And then we have some coleus, just some lime green coleus. And another Persian shield that's kind of got faded in the sun. It was beautiful in the spring. This is, golly, I looked it up the other day and now I forgot the name of it. It's a fern. Here's an elegans hosta that got ate up. He's brand new too, and he got ate up. I'm not spraying this year. I'm not pruning this year. I'm letting everything just get roots so that next year they'll all be nice and pretty. So some things look ragged, but I don't want to spray. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to prune. I just want them all to get their roots in. This is a Christmas tree hosta. Christmas tree fern. And then over here we have another T-Rex hosta. It's a baby right now. This thing's going to be ginormous, probably 6 foot by 6 foot. And then we have a grass that I cannot remember. I bought it a long time ago. I don't know what it is. This is a Roman candle podocarpus. It's like a normal, like a Mackie podocarpus, but it's variegated. And it's a very, very slow grower. We're going to eventually hope that it'll grow. It grows about 8 feet tall, I guess. So hopefully we're hoping it grows up and blocks some of the view from the power plant behind us. All right, now I'm going to go on the other side. If I'm spinning too fast, I'm sorry. Getting used to this, guys. All right, this is a Mamma Mia hosta. And then this is a Christmas tree hosta. We have a caladium. We have a summon substance hosta. A Chinese fan palm. This is another Christmas tree hosta, I think. Then we have by the pond, we have a bunch of caladiums and impatiens and coleus. Just different types. We have a hosta in front of the pond that I have to move. I'll move it in the fall. Here's a tortilla chip hosta. A caladium and a ghost fern. That ghost fern is barely hanging on. And this little teeny tiny one is a little tough hosta. We have some New Guinea impatiens from Monrovia. This is a variegated ginger. This thing will spread like no other, so I'm going to be dividing it out. It was tiny when I put it in here at the beginning of the season, and it's gotten humongous. So I'll be dividing it and putting it back towards the fence, let it get big back there. That is a stramanthe. They're usually house plants, but we're trialing it out and seeing how it does in the ground. Now this is a ring of fire philodendron. It is a house plant, and it is in a pot because I paid a little bit more for this one, so I haven't decided if I'm going to put it in the ground. I know I probably am, just because I want to see if it'll come back. But I might overwinter it inside this year and plant it in the spring in the ground. So got some liripe, some more of the California alocasias back there, and just different caladiums. Now I'm going to come this way on the side of the path. Here's another soft crest mahonia, and it blooms in the winter. It'll have yellow blooms in the winter. I love those. Okay, this poor thing. Now this is a Borneo giant. He has some damage from wind. Once we get some protection back to the back fence, where the wind doesn't come through so much, it'll be better. I need to cut that leaf off. But this is the newest leaf, and it's, let me see if I can get my hand. It's huge, and they can get to like 15 feet tall in one season. So I'm excited to see what this does next season. So we're gonna come back around. This is another Chinese fan palm. This is a one, yeah, the one over there, sorry, that I just showed y'all, it's a 2 palm. We have 2 palms in it. This one was a bigger piece of it, so this is just one. And these will grow tall, so they'll be tall in our garden. I want to say that's a little tough hosta. There's just a normal split leaf philodendron. We got that years and years and years ago. One of our family members died, and they had a funeral, and somebody brought it and gave it to us. So it was in a pot for years and did fine, and then we put it in the ground, and it made it through the snow, everything. It's done really well. So that's been in here more than just this season. It's been in here a couple seasons. This is a sherbet cordyline. It's so pretty. I put it in the back so you'd have something pink back here in the path, but I wish I would have put this in the front. I'm not sure that it's going to make it through the winter. We're going to see, but I at least wanted to try because I love it, and I might try it again. If it doesn't make it, I might try it one more time. This is a Francie hosta. More coleus. This is an umbrella plant, umbrella tree, whatever they call them, Schlafera. This one is not supposed to be really grown in ground here for this zone. It's a house plant, but we're putting it out here. We're going to see what it does. So next spring, we're going to have a lot of surprises or sadness. Here's another hosta. This is one of my favorites when it was pretty. This is a Vulcan hosta, and it's in dappled sun or dappled shade here. And when the summer came, it was beautiful. And when the summer really got hot, of course, when you have dappled sun or dappled shade coming through, you have sun that just beams on one area. And it did. It beamed on that one, and it crusted it up, and it's going away. So I'm going to move it in the fall. And then I'm going to plant something here that's a little bit more sun tolerant. And that's kind of what you have to do with dappled sun. You just go through and see where the sunbeams are throughout the season, and then plant things that are part sun if it burns out your other plants. There's another coleus. This is a proven winners hosta. This is water slide. And another Chinese fan palm. We have another guacamole hosta. Now you got to remember that I probably have about 40 hosta in here, and they're going to get, some of them are going to get humongous. So this is going to look way different in the next few years. Everything looks tiny right now, but this it's very heavily planted. It'll be big. This is a tropical impatient, sun impatient. When he was blooming, he was beautiful. Here's a little begonia, Proving Winners begonia, and a coleus, and another sun patient. And I have them in shade, sun patients in shade. This one is, this might be the wide brim. And then something, probably the raccoon, came and dug it up. That looks bigger than a squirrel. So probably the raccoon came and dug. The raccoons come and dig. I don't have deer and rabbit. I have raccoons and squirrels. So let's see if I forgot anything. Let me look around. I think that's all for this one. And then the next tour I do, we have 2 island beds and a corner bed, and I think I'll do those next. So this is the jungle bed. Oh, don't look at that mess I got over there. This is the jungle bed. It's mostly planted. I mean, there's a lot in there, and they're all going to get pretty big, so there's not much more. I might plant some more little house plants in there, but next season this is going to be a jungle for sure. So all right, and I'll see y'all next time. I'll have the island gardens on the next tour, and that should take about a week, and I'll see y'all then. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comments. And if you want to know where any of these plants are from, where I got them from, if you're looking for a certain plant that I have, just ask me in the comments and I'll let you know where I got it from. Thanks, guys.